Hi, guys. I'm drinking water. I'm on my diet. I've lost 7 pounds. Water. That's it. Water. Grab something to eat. This is going to be an amazing video. How to survive the collapse of the United States. How to survive. Yes, that's what I said. How you can survive what's coming. Let me set this down. About 3 years ago, and longer than that, maybe 4 years ago, I did a video on how to survive the collapse of our country. It didn't do very well. I was new to YouTube. We haven't got that far yet into it, but I predicted this. I predicted this 5 years ago. Excuse me. Water on my lip. I predicted this 5 years ago. This country is going to completely collapse. It's going to be like the 1929, 1930 Depression, but it's going to be worse. The reason it's going to be worse is back then, they didn't have credit cards. Maybe you had a 30-day revolving credit card you'd pay up every 30 days. They didn't have credit cards. Everybody wasn't living on credit. Everybody wasn't pushing their bills to the future. Well, I can't pay it now. Or buy this furniture. You see these ads on television. Buy this furniture and you don't have to pay. You don't have to make a payment in 2 years, 26 months, or 24 months. All that bullshit has created the mess that we're in right now. Okay? How do we get out of it? We are going to get out of it. It's going to completely collapse. Housing prices are going to drop 60 to 75%. If you have a house that's worth $400,000, it's going to drop to $190,000 to $200,000. Mark my words. Car prices right now are over the roof. You want to go buy a truck at $60,000. Nobody can afford it. They're working 2 jobs. They're killing themselves. Both parents are working in the house. Everybody's trying to just pay the rent. Rents are too high. Cars are too high. Everything is going to literally drop to the basement in the next 24 months. Also, Donald dipshit Trump, that idiot that's fueling this, that's going to push this over the edge, will be gone. I guarantee you, in the next 24 months, he will be gone. He will be deceased, and I will go out and celebrate and have dinner, or he will just leave the country with his idiot family, okay? He is also a part of the problem. So now that we know what the problem is, how do you protect your family? How do you protect yourself? How do you remain sane? How do you get through all this? Consolidation. I write about this in my book, The Common Point Philosophy, okay? First, don't worry about the credit cards. You need maybe one. What I've done, I boiled it down to like not 9 credit cards. All the store credit cards. All the store credit cards. A, B, C, D, and E. I'm not going to name names, but all the store credit cards that you have, cut them up, pay them off, throw them away. You don't need them. You need 1 credit card, maybe 2 credit cards, general credit cards for emergency, or to buy gas, or to buy food, or to remain just in the process of having credit. Get rid of every single store credit card. Also, I learned this the hard way when I was living in California, and I kind of hit rock bottom, and I bought a house, and I went out and got a second mortgage. Then when I got another mortgage, and 2 years later, I was deep in debt that I couldn't pay. I'm getting chest pains. I'm getting stressed. I'm freaking out. There's no way I can make it. I walked away from the house. I sold it at a loss and walked away. I don't want you to have to do that. But what I learned from that is this. When enough houses go into foreclosure, the banks don't want the properties. They don't want the properties. So just blow them off, okay? Stay in your house. They're not going to want the property back. Just get through that process. If you can make a partial payment, keep a roof over your head. I learned that the hard way, but that's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. I live in Florida. Florida's going to be, the southern states are going to get hit hard, really hard. So if you have a mortgage, If you can pay it off, pay it off. If you can't pay it off, pay the minimum. Just keep a roof over your head, okay? The most important thing is food and shelter and your health, all right? So let's start with number 1. Pay off or get rid of the credit cards. Gone. You don't need them. That is not going to feed you, okay? Because it's going to get that bad. It's going to get to the point where I'm going to be looking out my window and there's going to be people living in a tent across the street in the park. There's going to be a lot of people living in tents or living in their cars. Number 2, besides your credit cards, if you have an expensive car and you're paying $700 a month or $600 a month for an expensive car, sell it. Get rid of it. Because if you lose your job, you're going to lose it anyway. I've lost vehicles before. I know the experience. If you have an expensive car and you realize this is coming down you need to worry about buying food and keeping a roof over your head, get rid of the expense. Go buy it, sell it, get some cash back out of it if you can, and buy a decent used car. Just to get you down the road, just to get you as far as you want to go, just to get you to work, just to get you to buy food, so you have wheels. You don't need a $60,000 car, $80,000. If you've got this huge payment in your car, get rid of your car if you do not need it. Get rid of it. Number 3. Number 3. I'm going to rant. I want to remember everything in this video. I was going to go back and look at the original video, but I want to remember everything because things have changed since then. When you go shopping, when you go grocery shopping, buy basic foods. Don't buy sippy cups. Don't buy cereal. Don't buy junk. Don't buy crap full of sugar. Don't buy junk. Buy real food. Try to consult. If you're spending $400 a week on groceries, you can knock it down to $150. You can knock it down to $150. Look at all the stuff on the belt. Do you need 4 bags of chips? Do you need all this? Do you need all the junk? It's not a need. And if we crash, which I believe we're going to do in the next 24 months, we crash hard, you want to be able to just eat. Literally just eat to survive. So buy a whole chicken. Okay? Buy a whole roast and cut it up. Learn how to prepare foods. Learn how to preserve foods. Learn how to pickle foods. Go back to old school like Grandma did. Learn how to make your own food in your house. Learn how to make bread out of flour. Buy flour. Flour will last for months. Bread goes stale in a couple of weeks. Don't buy crap that's going to go bad. Don't buy junk. Think about what you're buying. Think about what you're buying. You not only will survive through a depression because you have food, natural food, you'll be healthier. Number 4, grow a garden. I don't have the room, John. You do have if you have a porch, if you have a 6x5 or a 10x8 porch, you can grow a garden. You can grow tomatoes, you can grow cucumbers, you can grow melons, you can grow string beans. All this stuff you can grow in a bucket. Okay, you can get old buckets, fill them full of dirt that's in your yard, or if you have to, steal from the park, fill up the buckets, drill some holes in the bottom so they drain. You can have a vegetable garden on your porch. Because trust me, string beans, stuff like string beans and carrots and potatoes and lettuce yield a lot. Just a few plants yield a lot of food. Plenty for you and your family. Plenty. That in itself right there will save you a lot of money of going to the grocery store. Okay? Where are we? Number 5. I'm doing the number thing. We will get through this. It's gonna be rough. We will get through this. The American people are strong. The American people they're smart. They're fighters. We are fighters. We will get through this. We will look at our mistakes that we made with the political decisions that we made, and we will move on from all the trash that's in our government right there. All the trash and the garbage. In Florida, we have a total loser for a governor. He's a complete loser. His family's a loser. I've got a mayor of Orlando that's been the mayor of Orlando since I've lived here. I've lived here for 30 years. He's a piece of crap. All of them need to be removed from office, every one of them, because they're lifers. They're lifers. They got their health insurance. They got their health benefits. They got their retirement. They got their big paycheck. They got their security. They got a perfect life. You don't have that. They do. They do because you keep voting them idiots back in. Get them out. Get them out. We're going to clean house. In the next 5 or 6 years, we are going to clean house. And we're going to go into the White House and scrub all the crap off the wall and start fresh with a brand new government that's going to be there for the people. Okay? And in that process, as we get through this depression, there's certain things that we have to do so we can remain the greatest country on the planet. One is term limits. No senator can be senator for longer than 3 term limits. Nobody, senators, judges, governors, presidents, anybody, term limits. Done. We need to put that in our Constitution. You cannot be a lifer. You cannot be in politics for the rest of your life. You can't. Get out. You're there to serve the people, not serve yourself. Also, term limits for the Supreme Court. You're not in there for life if you get chosen for that position. Term limits. That's number 1. I'm on a rant. I'm on a rant because I wanted to kind of talk about my philosophy, but this is all connected to my philosophy. Common Point is about living closer to the earth, about being connected to source, about being connected to being organic, living an organic life. We have gotten so far removed from living an organic life. We eat nothing but garbage that we buy from the store. We live in a air-conditioned house. We get in an air-conditioned car. We are not living a normal, natural life like I teach in my philosophy. But here's the thing. We will survive this. I said number 5, right? What would number 6 be? We talked about the garden. What would number 6 be? Consolidate. Consolidate your family. If you've got uncles and aunts and grandparents and children and grandchildren and whatever, maybe it might be smart if you have a larger house, if you got a bigger house, to bring the family into that one house and get rid of the other properties. Sell the other properties. If you sell them at a loss, sell the other properties. If you can sell them at a profit, great. Bank the money, but do not bank. This is number, where am I, 6 or 7? Let's say 7. Number 7, don't put all your money in the bank. Because if the banks crash and the banks close, you won't be able to get to your money. Have some cash. Have at least 30% or 40% of all the cash coming in, or the cash that you have, or the money you have, in cash in your house. Bury it in the floor. Hide it somewhere where nobody can find it, but you and one other person know how to get to it when you need cash. Because if everything crashes, you might not be able to get money out of the bank. You might not be able to get money out of the ATM machine. You might not be able to use your credit card to buy food. They might lock it down. They might say, no, you can only buy so much. Now you're stuck. You can't buy food. But if you have cash, cash is king. You can walk to the store and go, oh, by the way, I got a $20 bill. And you can buy your food. Hold that thought. This video is going to get much better. I'm going to talk more about the Common Point philosophy and how that will help you get through what we are going to experience, what all of us are going to experience in the next 7 to 8 years. I will be right back. I'm back. It's going to get better. We left off on 7. Now we're going to go to number 8. Number 8 is critical. Have a drink. Critical with a capital C. Your safety, the safety of your family, the safety of your loved ones. If you are not a gun owner, I'm not recommending you do one or the other because I'm not a big one about guns in my house. But there are ways to be safe and be smart, okay? Make sure your house is well lit on the outside. Make sure that lights are around the windows. Make sure, this is what I do. This is what I do for my safety in my own home if I feel threatened by somebody coming to my door. I have a giant can. I have a giant can of wasp spray that you shoot up on the eaves to kill the wasps, and it has a 25-foot range. It's just as bad as mace, and it's legal. I have a giant can of wasp spray by my bedstand. I have a giant can of wasp spray by my where I sit to watch television, by the front door. I know where it is, and my girlfriend knows where it is. So if somebody comes to my door and tries to threaten me, trust me, they're going to be in the hospital with burning eyes, okay? There are a lot of ways to be safe. There are a lot of ways to be safe. A very cheap way to light your house, your whole house, around the perimeter of your house, to feel safe, is Christmas lights. But you can get the white Christmas lights. They're just white. They don't look like Christmas. They're just white lights. They use minimal amount of electricity, very little bit of electricity. You can have those on the eaves. I have them on the eaves in the front of my house and on the side in the back of my house. I turn them on at the end of at night when I go to bed, and the outside of the perimeter of my house is lit. Cost me pennies. Because if you do have security in your house and you're hooked up to a security system, it costs you money. It probably costs you a lot of money. And it's not guaranteed if the power goes down. If the power goes down, your security system is not backed up unless it's on a battery system. So people that have money, people that are wealthy, can have that. But you might not have that. You might just be Joe Schmo living in a small little bungalow or a small little apartment, a small little house. You have no way to protect your house. These are cheap ways to protect your house, okay? Another one is you can post signs in your window. Beware of dog. Beware of pit bull, even if you don't have a pit bull. Beware of Rottweiler, even if you don't have a you can't say Rottweiler. Even if you don't have that kind of a dog. If you don't have a dog, maybe you got a turtle or a fish tank. But they don't know that. People on the outside don't know that. Number 9, if you can, with your neighbors that you know, close neighbors, next door neighbor, back neighbor, form a co-op. Form a co-op where collectively you can help each other, okay? You don't give everybody all the information about your life. You just form a co-op, maybe to buy food in bulk, maybe to buy canned goods in bulk, maybe to learn how to do a garden. Maybe they know more than you do, okay? Have a community meeting with maybe the 4 or 5 houses around you. Get to know your neighbors. This is going back like to the 50s where you knew your neighbor. Don't stay inside. Don't hide in your cave. That's not going to work for you. It's not. You need to get out and know your neighbor. Get to know your immediate neighbors within your block. Okay, maybe 4 or 5, 6 houses. Get to know their names, get their phone numbers, get their connections. What do they do? Who are they? Where do they work? Okay? Get to know them because you might need them to babysit for you. You might need them to go borrow some flour to cook food like you did years ago. You might need them to help you grow your garden. There might be one neighbor in your neighborhood that has a big lot in his backyard where he can grow a community garden. Get to know your immediate neighbors within that block. Okay? Start today. Walk your dog, walk your cat, walk your turtle, whatever. When you walk to the sidewalk, don't be doing this bullshit and walking. Stop and say hi to your neighbor. Oh, you've been my neighbor for 5 years. I didn't even know who you were. Get to know your neighbors. Make a list. And if you want to, if you do make a co-op of your neighbors and you meet once a month or every 2 weeks, have somebody head that where they connect everybody. Say, this is what we're doing. This is how we can buy food cheaper here. This is how we can buy gas cheaper here. This is how we can insulate our house better, cheaper there. If you co-op with each other, you can learn from each other. You can support each other through hard times. If the hospital is full and closed, there might be a neighbor that's a doctor. There might be a neighbor that's a nurse. There might be a neighbor that knows how to give childbirth. If you're pregnant, you can't get to the hospital, or the hospital can't take you. That's how bad this is going to get. Trust me. That's number 9. Number 10. This is the most important of all the numbers. Number 10. The best way I can say this is this. Do not wear your life on your sleeve. Don't tell, I said you want to have a co-op, but don't tell people what you are doing. Don't tell people at work what you are doing. Don't tell your friends, your immediate friends, what you're doing. Just keep it within that pod, that neighborhood, that strong neighborhood of yourself. Because that friend of yours that lives 40 miles away, or that worker that's working with you, will be laid off. Or they'll quit, they'll disappear. Or that friend that lives 20, 30 miles away in another town can't help you. They can't help you. They don't need to know your business. Keep your business private. Keep your security private. Keep your doings private. Keep everything that you do private within the compound of your own house. Unless you do that community thing. Don't let everything out to them either. Keep your life private. How much money you have, how much money you're saving, if you sold a house, if you buy a car, if you're selling a car, or if your daughter's coming, or you're going broke and you tell your daughter she can't go to college, we can't afford it, you got to bring her home. Don't tell anybody anything. Silence is power. Silence is power. Pontificating and bragging and talking about yourself and talking about what you're going to do, or talking about what you should do, or talking about what you did do can hurt you in the long run, can destroy you in the long run. Keep your personal business personal. That's number 10. I think we get a lot of it covered in this video. What's the name of this video? We are going to have another Great Depression in the next 24 months in this country. Mark my words. Also, the president, the idiot in chief that we have right now, will be gone in 24 months. All of this mess, nightmare that we, the people, that lead more than 75% of the people in this country have created. We created this. All of us. We created this nightmare. What is coming down the road is a speeding train, and it's coming fast. So wake up, realize our mistakes, realize what we got to do to change it, realize what we got to do to make it better, and we will have a stronger, better union, a stronger, better country when we get through it. But it ain't going to be pretty. Where's my thing? I'm looking for my handkerchief. What did I do? Here it is. It's not going to be pretty. And you can sit there and you can, John, you're full of it. This is not going to happen. There's protections in the stock market. They put that in there during the crash in 1929. Trust me. You will go to the bank one day and you will not be able to get your money out. They will limit how much money. You will go to the grocery store and you'll be limited in how much food you can buy or what day you can shop. You will be limited in how much gas you can buy and how far you can go. The credit card companies will drop their interest rates down to zero to be begging people to make the minimum payments. This is going to happen. And I hate to say it, it's a necessary thing. It has to happen. In order for our country to become stronger again, our country to become one again, as a great nation as it has always been, this has to happen. We're cleaning house. We're going to clean house. But when we clean house, don't get swept out with it. Don't get destroyed with it. Don't go completely to the point where you're starving and living on the street. It doesn't have to be that way for you. Listen to me. Love you guys. Oh, there's my bunny scratching in the background. If you want to buy my book, The Book of Common Point, you can send me an email, contact me, and you can buy my book for $40. It is not available online. It's not available on Amazon. It never will be as long as I am alive. Because trust me, I don't want to sell my book for $3 on Amazon. It's only in paper form if you want a book. The other thing that our government's trying to do is change the way we understand things. It's change the way we get our knowledge. And by everything in digital form, anything can be changed. If they want to change the Constitution, take an amendment out, they can do it. They just delete. You can't change paper books. You can change anything digitally. Anything electronically can be changed. Your history, your information, knowledge that we seek, knowledge that we want, is it altered? Is it changed to favor the wealthy? Is it altered to favor the powers that be? They're trying to change all that. We can stop that. How? By collecting and reading tangible knowledge. It's been around for thousands of years. I'm going to go. Love you guys. The 10 things you should do. Start today. Get rid of that car. Get rid of those credit cards. Save money. Oh, John, you're full. Mark my words. In the next 24 months, 10, 24 months, within that time frame, maybe a little longer, I'm not sure, everything is going to crash. Everything is going to crash. You're going to wake up one morning and go, son of a bitch, he was right. I'm always right. I'm not bragging, but I'm always right. This I'm right on. Listen to me. Listen to the wisdom of an older man that's been through this before. Listen to the wisdom of a baby boomer that my grandparents, I learned from my grandparents what they went through in the Great Depression. I learned from them. My parents learned from them. It's just a cycle. Just a cycle. Gotta go. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, I have another channel called Luke W. Warm and the Biscuits. Luke W. Warm. It's not lukewarm. It's 2 words. It's a person's name. Lukewarm. W. Biscuits. Go there. That is my comedy channel. I'm doing a character called Lukewarm. He's fun to do. This is a lot of research and a lot of work. That is just fun. If you want some laughs, just want to forget about life for a while, go to that channel in the link below and watch Luke. He's ridiculously funny. He's a lot of fun. Yes. Also, if you want to listen to my songs, my original songs, I was recording on this for many years. Click on the link on this video under original song playlist, and you can listen to my songs. Okay? Blame It on the Moon is played all over the world. Make a little bit of money from it. That's my song. If you heard the song called Blame It on the Moon, that's mine. Gotta go. Bye, guys.